My name is Annabelle Lay, class of 2025, and I am thrilled to introduce our first speaker of the evening to you, DSHA's 2024 Jubilarian of the Year, Toni Freeman Harrison. Mrs. Freeman has dedicated her life and career to serving others in her community. As student coordinator of the service team co-curricular and recipient of the Alumni Service Scholarship in the 2023-2024 school year, I find her dedication to others inspiring. Graduating from DSHA, Mrs. Freeman obtained her bachelor's degree in education from the National Louis University in Chicago, and then her master's in higher education and administration from Michigan State University. She then moved to Charlotte, North Carolina to begin her career. She's held many positions, such as working with architects to build student housing on campuses, serving as the Director of Research and Evaluation for the Duke University Endowment, and much more. She served on the boards of several organizations, including the Women's Impact Fund, Habitat for Humanity, and Young Women's Christian Association, plus many others as well. In 2019, Mrs. Freeman was honored with the Legacy Award from Leadership Charlotte for her lasting impact on the community. I'm excited to introduce Mrs. Freeman to you all. Congratulations.
Thank you for that warm introduction. I've lived long enough to have been introduced many times, and it's so meaningful to be introduced by a young woman at DSHA. Thank you so much. First, I'd like to express my deep appreciation to our president, Katie Connectity. I don't think I said that right. For your exceptional leadership, Katie, and the powerful one-body theme that you have for tonight's dinner, underscoring the importance of unity and collective responsibility. Your leadership for this theme has chosen tonight's dinner to be truly inspirational. I'm also grateful to all of you who are here, but I must acknowledge two of my classmates, Fran and Terry, for joining me. Fran and Terry, thank you. Your presence is a testament to the strong bonds that we share as alums. I'm also thankful to all of you who are here as donors. Your generosity to contribute to the talents of these young women and provide resources to help them have the experience that I shared over 50 years ago as a whole person education is truly important. But I would be remiss not to acknowledge the profound impact of two remarkable women, one who is here, who influenced me while I was a student at DSHA. First, I want to acknowledge Sister Edith Feltner. She was my algebra teacher. And Sister Carol Thresher, who is here tonight. Sister Carol was my social studies teacher, but more importantly, she was my homeroom teacher freshman year as well. Their mentorship not only influenced, but genuinely transformed me. After taking algebra, for example, with Sister Edith my freshman year, she invited me to participate in a pilot program that allowed sophomores to enroll in advanced algebra. And this opportunity really set the stage for me through her guidance throughout my entire school year, culminating in her encouragement to take honors courses in math. And I want to share with you an important story where she asked me to take an honors course my senior year. Now, let me share a little context with you. When I was a student senior year, you could leave at lunchtime if you had a job. So I was going to take this math class until I found out it was the last period of the day. Well, I had already had 3 years of honors math, and I thought I can live without another math class. So I wasn't going to do it. So I told her I wasn't going to do it. Thank you very much, but no, I'm not going to do it. And so she asked to meet with me. And let me tell you that by the end of that meeting, I was enrolled in the calculus class, which lasted the whole school year. So as my classmates left at lunchtime, I was left with the other nerds and juniors, freshmen, and juniors who were taking this honors class. Well, that's not the end of the story. During my senior year, I competed in a math contest and I won a scholarship to college. I entered that competition with the confidence that Sister Edith had given me. Back then, we didn't have calculators. All we had was pad, pencil, and your good mind. And do you know that I graduated after 4 years with only a $2,500 loan? $2,500 because I had a scholarship for college and I needed the extra money for incidentals, all because of Sister Edith. However, there's another person who truly influenced my life, and that's Sister Carol Thresher. I told you she was my homeroom teacher and my social studies teacher, but she also was the person who taught my very first African American Studies class back in 1972. Long before we talked about diversity and inclusion, she set the stage to make sure that women of color felt included at this institution. And at the time, there were only 4 African Americans in my entire class and less than 20 in the entire school. Later, she nominated Terry and me to represent DSHA as part of 100 rising seniors from Milwaukee to participate in a program where we traveled to 7 cities across the United States to learn about urban planning and community development. Through this experience, it was 1973, I learned about global warming and its effects on houses sliding off of cliffs in California. I learned about this new concept called cable TV. And we had the privilege of meeting Gene Roddenberry, who used his creation of Star Trek. I know, I'm a Trekkie. But we learned that he used Star Trek to talk about serious issues. Think about those episodes: war and peace, racism, religion, feminism, and the role of technology was all right there through his writing. And we had that exposure because Sister Carol thought that I could not only represent DSHA, but I would advance this experience. This was really my first true introduction to philanthropy, but all of you know about philanthropy because you give your time and talent to this institution. I regret that I didn't get a chance to thank formally Senator Herb Kohl for this innovative opportunity because it was his philanthropic effort that afforded me. And I do, however, want to use this opportunity to thank you, Sister Carol. So in closing, now it's been 50 years later, actually 54 since I crossed the threshold of this great institution. And I just want to acknowledge how glad I am that my mother made me come here because I did not want to go to an all-girls school. I also again want to thank Sister Edith, who is no longer with us, and Sister Carol, who is here, because they gave me confidence to take risks. And I took lots of them throughout my career. I'm also grateful that I had the privilege of attending a school where faith was an important element of my education. And we know that the emphasis on faith and education makes this institution unique and very valuable, especially in today's world. I met with students this afternoon and I was really inspired by them. I was inspired that DSA now serves 650 young women who can receive the type of education and support that I did. I'm really grateful for all of you here today that you support these women. And I understand the importance of educating young women about faith, heart, and intellect. Faith, heart, and intellect. I know that a supporting environment dedicated to how girls learn best can make the difference. I believe I'm a testament to DHA's commitment to one body because it was here that I became whole. Thank you.